Solani has the Ducks in perfect position and the best position possible at 3-0. The Islanders have a different story at 0-3, still searching for their first win. Ducks and Islanders are next on Prime Ticket. Measures it, gives it back to Beauchemin. One-timer from Cronin, kicked aside, rebound, oh, was right there. Perry had a whack at it.
Yeah, and a real good stop, good sequence for Mike Dunham, because the 3-0 last game. Talking about Mike Dunham, first start of the season. He was actually a training camp invite. He came to the Islanders camp this season without a contract. He did not sign with the Islanders until September the 29th. Second appearance this year.
He did to the left of Dunham. DePenta slides it across. O'Brien's wrist shot looks for a redirect off the boards. McDonald got it into the crease. It's still loose. The penalty is over, and the Islanders are living right.
I think Teemu Selanne had a crack at that rebound. I don't know how it did not go in certain situations a lot more aggressively than he did in the past.
Penner sends Marchand in a high shot, and Dunham didn't find it at first as it came off 10 feet out of his goal. Niedermeyer slips Shitnick's check in the corner. Down low, Moen comes around in the backhand, tries to wrap it around, and Dunham just able to get to the far post. Ducks with a 12-4 shot advantage. 4-2 Islander loss to the Kings. McDonald handles it off his skate, across the line, gives it up, gets it back, kick save, rebound, Kunitz is robbed, and Solani fanned on a third attempt. And Mike York relegated to the fourth line tonight by Nolan, centering Aaron Asham and Chris Simon out there right now. DePenta, I think, swung and missed on that touch-up, which would have been an icing call, so the Islanders keep it alive, and they get it in front. There's York, and he ties the game.
A little mistake like that ends up costing the Ducks. You know, I really thought I could hear players yelling icing, and usually the goaltender relays the information to his defenseman. But Joe DePenta, the way he played that puck, it looked to me like he was expecting an icing call. And you know what? The puck just hopped over a stick. You're right. He did not make contact with it. Islanders keep it alive, and then wide open in front of the net is York, and he just drills it up into the top corner. No chance for J.S. Giguère.
York is a guy that maybe hasn't found the favor of Ted Nolan in the early going and finds himself, as I mentioned just moments ago, on the fourth line. He scored 20 goals or more 3 different times in his career.
We'll see if this is indeed a swing in momentum, and if they continue to generate a couple of chances here against Anaheim. I can tell you this much, they've got new life, because they were outplayed by such a significant margin in the opening period. And wow, just like that, a redirect by Yashin, and the Isles have the lead. Excuse me, it was Trent Hunter got a stick on that puck.
Brendan Witt just threw it towards the goal from the blue line. And just like that, it's not new life for the Islanders. It's the lead, 2-1.
A couple of soft plays in the defensive zone by the Ducks allowed the Islanders to throw a puck towards the front of the net, and all of a sudden, Anaheim trailing in the game. That puck goes around the boards. It is not cleared out of the zone, and Hunter with a cute little tip, and it goes over the left hand of J.S. Giguère. Randy Carlisle is not happy, and he has called the timeout.
Well, I would say all the curses worked. I mentioned a scoreless streak for Giguère. We had the
that was
graphic
too
to
long. And so Jason Blake draws the penalty and another Islander power play.
And a huge kill for the Ducks early in the second. Their lead is evaporated, and they want to keep this at a one-goal game.
And special teams, both the power play and the penalty kill, they can be momentum generators.
Chris Simon slams it home on a one-timer from the left circle. And just like that, it's 3-1.
It didn't take much time, 22 seconds. Too much room for Simon. And he just snaps a quick shot over the left hand of J.S. Giguère. Chris Simon is not thought of as your prototypical power play performer. He's a big, tough guy, but I tell you what, for a big guy, he's always had pretty good hands. And this is a nice pass from Kozlov, and all in one motion. Boy, does he pick that top corner. Watch where this puck ends up. I mean, there is not much chance for J.S. Giguère, and it almost looked like J.S., who was trying to creep out to the top of the goal crease, could not creep out quite far enough.
Simon had only 2 power play goals a year ago as a member of the Calgary Flames. And play goes on. Fedora pounces on a loose puck across the line. Perry trails the play. He's open. He shoots. Oh, and Dunham deep in his net. Just got a piece of the glove on it.
What a
Penner
stop.
as the Islanders are changing. Able to keep it in the zone. O'Donnell jumps up. Got it across, and Dunham knocked it away from Ryan Shannon. Penta back in his own zone. Ahead for Solani. And he finds Kunitz. Kunitz across the line, 3 abreast, joined by O'Brien. Gets it to McDonald, comes in, and a sprawling save by Dunham sends McDonald to make the play. It's the Islanders now who must deliver the equalizer, as the Ducks have 3 unanswered since going down 3-1 early in the second, and it's now 4-3 Anaheim. Shatan kicks it ahead. Simon moves it over. Yashin scores! Much like he did last night in LA, he just put it through the netminder.
Alexei Yashin has what I call a heavy shot. In other words, there just seems to be more oomph behind it. And those heavy shots do find their way through the padding of goaltenders. Spots between the arm and the body, through the 5-hole. This one, it looks to me like it goes between the arm and the body of J.S. Giguère. Chris Simon was skating in front of the Anaheim net, and I'm not so sure that J.S. ever saw that shot released by Alexei Yashin, but he pots his 2nd of the season, and the Islanders have come back.
And now the Ducks again looking to regain the lead as Solani's shot is blocked. Solani takes it away in the corner, walks in front, trying to stuff it. He and Dunham both went down to the line. Pronger holds it in, got his shot through, and the redirect by Kunitz kicked aside.
What a stop by Mike Dunham. Certainly, Penner did have good speed as he attacked the blue line.
Held in at the line, Scott Niedermayer, shot, saved Dunham, rebound right there, Penner hit the side of the goal. Doing it again here tonight. Perry threw it in front, intended for Penner. 10 seconds left in regulation. Back to the line, Scott Niedermayer, shot. Big rebound. Getzlaf couldn't get his stick on it. Sillinger clears it away. We will go to overtime.
48 shots on goal for the Ducks. And Mike Dunham, first start of the year, he looks exhausted. He's been great in this game.
Shannon keeps coming up with the puck, though. Back for Beauchemin. Steps into one. Oh, and coming out for the deflection was Marchand.
Yeah, that was well played by Dunham because Marchand did get a
The
stick
Rangers
on
and
that.
Flyers went 13 rounds. One thing that has not changed, still 3 shooters each.
Another thing that hasn't changed is that every fan is standing up here at Honda Center.
And Ryan Shannon, the first for the Ducks, a right-hand shot. He scores. Boy, was he patient.
To take a little bit of pressure off JS, he can be a little bit more aggressive on Shatan. We'll watch JS and see if he adopts a more aggressive posture.
Shatan had 35 last year in the regular season. And he's turned away by Giguère. Pronger became the first player to score on a penalty shot in the Stanley Cup Finals last June. Now he's in a shootout. And Dunham turns him away.
That's a big stop for Mike Dunham. That they might go for the deke. And speaking of tall players, next up for the Islanders is big Victor Kozlov.
All 6'5" of him. A right-hand shot approaching Giguère. Again, he comes way out to the backhand and he ties the shootout.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, the long arms, longer stick. He can move the puck from one side to the other. Watch, he moves it there about 20 feet. And he moves it quickly. That's tough for a goaltender to deal with.
So Andy McDonald, the 3rd shooter for the Ducks, with the shootout tied at 1. And he picks it up. Dunham way out. And Dunham with a right pad save.
And all the pressure is on a right-handed shot that just beat J.S. Giguère. He can win it for the Islanders.
Originally drafted by the Ducks in '98. Here comes Trent Hunter. And we will go to extra shooters.
Tamu again has such quick hands. He can bring the puck down to the top of the crease.
And he comes in with speed, slows a bit, and Dunham gets the glove on.
Watch Tamu. That time, Dunham does not buy into the fake, but I'll tell you what, Tamu's got room up here, and he does not put this puck up into the top corner.
Jason Blake with a chance to win it for the Islanders. Out comes Giguère. And he stops it.
And he likes to go to the backhand.
He comes right up the middle in on Dunham. And it rolls off the end of his stick as he did just that.
He tried to go backhand, and he wanted just to go high glove.
His late goal is the reason we're in a shootout. Yashin. Oh, knocked away by Shootout. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is already the longest shootout in Ducks history.
You're absolutely right.
Niedermeyer. Turned away by Dunham. The Ducks 1 of 6 now.
You know what? I think you got to deke Mike Dunham. I mean, he's a big goaltender, and I need a little bit more speed against him. He's a very patient guy.
So Mike York, another right-hand shot for the Islanders, becomes the 4th straight shooter who can win it for New York. Giguère out to contest. And York wins it for the Islanders. He snuck it 5-hole.
So the Islanders celebrate as they get their first ever win, or first win rather, of this National Hockey League season. It comes in a shootout, and it goes 6 rounds before they're able to do it. It's going to be the game-winning goal. It's a shootout goal from York. Watch him, a little fake here. He's going to go to the forehand and then slip it 5-hole on J.S. Giguère. Jiggy has to extend the left leg. He can't get the stick blade over to cover the 5-hole, and York just slides it right through the wickets.
It is the first ever win for Ted Nolan as the head coach of the New York Islanders. The Islanders in a shootout tonight that took 6 shooters for each club, 5, and the Anaheim Ducks 4. Ducks Live.
Ducks, first meeting in 3 years between these two. The Ducks are unbeaten this season, while the Islanders have yet to win a game. First period, Yashin turns it over to Scott Niedermeyer. He finds his brother Rob. He finds Samuel Pelson. He beats Mike Dunham. It's 1-0 Ducks. Second period, Aaron Ashman to Mike York. His one-timer beats J.S. Giguère. Then Brandon with point shot deflected by Trent Hunter. The Isles scored 3 goals in 1 minute 46 seconds, and New York's up 3-1. We're still in the second. Travis Moen tips the puck to Alexei Zhitnik. He makes a perfect pass to Paulson. He's got his second of the game, and it's 3-2 Isles after 2. Third period, Ducks power play. Chris Pronger takes the feed from Chris Kunis. Pronger's got his first as a Duck. That ties the game. Late third, Ducks up 4-3. Chris Simon drops for Alexei Yashin. His wrist shot will get through Giguère. 4-all. Overtime, solved nothing. We're going to a shootout. First shooter for the Ducks, Ryan Shannon, fakes the shot, beats Dunham on the forehand. Second shooter for New York, Victor Kozlov, second most goals in shootouts last season, beats Jiggy on the backhand here. We are tied at 1. 6th round now. York gets Giguère moving across, slips at 5-hole. Nice goal. Islanders win their first game of the season despite being outshot 50-24. Mike Dunham stood on his head in this one to get the Isles their first win, making 46 saves. The Ducks had their 3-game win streak snapped. It had been the best start in franchise history. It took 6 rounds of the shootout to get through this one. As you can see, Kozlov and York, the only ones to tally for the Islanders. As for the Ducks, Shannon, the only guy to put the puck in the net. Bit of a goaltending duo in this one.